All right. Hey, Phil, thanks for taking a few moments to share your experience with us. We've been working together, I don't even know, 4 or 5 years, something like that. It's been a while, 3, 4, I don't know. What challenges or problems did you have where you feel like we helped?
Well, in the beginning, we really didn't have any marketing plan that was bringing in natural leads. We were buying them, and they were shared leads, and they were not of good quality. And and then of course word of mouth. Word of mouth has always worked well for us, but when word of mouth is drying up a little bit, you need leads to come in to augment your future sales, bring in new customers, and being associated with Battle Plan has been a big help with bringing in the natural leads.
So lead capture, web traffic and phone calls and the web chat widget, all that good stuff has helped
Well,
capture.
what I could say is, like, as we went in Battle Plan marketing and used the CRM, the high level CRM,
Right.
it does more than you could ever imagine.
Yeah.
It's like Microsoft Excel. There's so many features that you don't even necessarily touch,
Right.
but when you do want to dig into something, it's there for you, ready to go.
Right.
And so you're able to deploy things without having to deploy new software.
Right.
And
Right.
then having Mark, having you being the expert on the software as a backup, it's a different level than, say, just buying some software and then trying to figure it out or tinker with it. To actually have somebody that's an expert that is kind of walking alongside you to help you get everything programmed correctly and working properly, and on a regular basis, because marketing is not one and done. You have to constantly tweak and analyze and adjust and try new things, new campaigns, new messages. So you need help.
Yeah. Yeah.
My thought is, I got better things to do than this.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. You hire people out for the things you're not an expert at yourself. Exactly. That's what we all do, right? Yeah.
So that's been my experience. Been very good experience. There's sometimes where I've been the bad customer, where Mark has good suggestions for me, and I'm not responding maybe as quickly as he'd like to see it go. But overall, we've kind of morphed from doing a website to CRM and various marketing programs and plans, and it's just been overall a very good relationship.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Well, you've built out some nice systems in the thing. So you got, some beautiful pipelines, moving, leads across, moving jobs across, tying with your other project management software, handing over, solar sales over to that software. Can't take credit for all of it, of course. So how about let's talk about lead capture, like adding that web chat AI as a web chat widget on your site. So we're helping to convert more of that traffic into booked appointments and putting an actual calendar on the website and letting people self-book. Did you see, results from those two things?
Oh yeah, it's always nice to have somebody already have booked an appointment and you didn't have to do anything.
Right.
The guys that do the sales in our company, they keep an eye on their calendar, make sure, because it's a little weird to have an appointment show up on your calendar that you didn't book.
Right.
So you really have to pay attention to that, because you didn't book it yourself. But here is a person ready to talk to you, and it was all done through automations, which is pretty amazing. Something that didn't exist several years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's a good point. You do have to get used to, you're not the one booking all your appointments and they are just there. You are getting notifications, but it is a new world and a new habit to get used to, a new process to get used to.
Yes.
So yeah, there is some learning and adapting along the way. Everything's just not magically beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, you have to respond, right?
Right.
So I would say the biggest challenge most businesses have is you do your marketing and the leads come in, and then maybe it gets assigned to one person or it dies with somebody. It doesn't get past the receptionist or it doesn't get to the right person, and that opportunity fizzles away because
Right.
that person needed to get it off their mind. They like if they're looking for an electrician to show up to fix something, they're gonna call until they get somebody to book an appointment with them. Once the appointment's booked, then that's off their mind.
Right.
So if they can go to your website and clearly find a path to book an appointment and and know that okay, next Tuesday the guy's showing up, and then Monday morning you start seeing you know responses from the company like, we're confirming your appointment tomorrow, we're we have a question about your appointment, whatever it is, they see you're on it, you have to be on it
Yeah.
and make darn well sure that somebody shows up, in that appointment.
Right. Right.
So, but it doesn't die, and they don't. It's like if somebody is on a Saturday is looking for an electrician, they get a voicemail, and they leave a message, and then they go to somewhere else and they fill out a form. But when they're able to book the appointment, they're done.
Yeah.
So when those other people call back or respond to the web form, they've already got the appointment booked. Well, sorry, I already have an appointment booked.
Right.
I don't need you anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He who gets there first wins.
Pretty
Lots
much.
of lots of research shows that. And giving them multiple paths. So I'm glad you pointed that out. You got the calendar, got the web chat, phone, text, web form, but all of it gets automated and none of it gets left behind. The team members are being notified, appointment reminders are happening. So yeah, I give them multiple paths because we're in a weird new world. Not everybody likes the phone call. Some people like the text. Some people want to talk to the chat widget. Some people just want to go to the calendar. Other people will fill out the form, but that form needs to be automated, so on and so forth. So yeah.
Yeah, you have to have every method of communication as an incoming funnel.
Right.
I should say an incoming channel. And the funnel's a wide funnel. It's not a little narrow funnel.
Right.
There's many ways that a person could engage your company, but the end result is you're creating revenue producing tickets.
Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. Lastly, let's talk about reputation management. So automating that, right, at different stages in the pipeline, usually after, electrical job or PTO is done on the solar. So we've watched that go from, I don't even remember, maybe we were in the 20s to we're at like 300 reviews now or so. So your thoughts on, reputation management being automated?
Oh, it's a game changer. Um, when you have a bunch of 5-star reviews and you can start advertising that you're a 5-star company, it's backed up by Google. They're real reviews. They're not ginned up reviews. It's not a bunch of reviews all in one day. It's over the course of a few years. Um, it's a game changer because people come on your site, they see your reviews, they have that peace of mind to go ahead and book the appointment, that they're getting somebody that's been proven. You're not a fly by night, you're not brand new at what you're doing. you've established that. It also spills over into other areas of your business, because like the consumer reviews are great for the consumer type business, but that's typically service tickets and small transactions. But when you have that 5-star review and you're dealing with, say, with like a builder client or a large project, and they're still going on your website and checking you out,
Right.
and when they see all that, they're like, whoa, that's unusual for, say, a contractor that does contracting type work to see the reputation being plastered on the first page of your website and being encouraged.
Yeah.
The very transparent way of promoting your company. And it goes even beyond that. It's like having that, and you can look it up. Having a company that has many 5-star reviews, it adds value to your company.
Yeah. Yeah.
It makes you not just in your transactional sales, but the overall value of your company.
Yeah. Third party validation that you guys, go above and beyond.
Right.
So you're right. Employees too, probably it's helping you attract better, employees. I see a lot of people going through the chat saying, hey, I like what you guys do, see the reviews, interested in the job. Are you hiring? That kind of stuff.
Yeah, no, everybody goes to your website, whether it's future employees or future customers or, contractors, or, it just, you gotta have it squared away.
Yeah. And I like, I'm sorry, I should have brought that up in the beginning. You guys have been in business for 40 plus years and do the bulk of your business with relationships with home builders, production electrical work, production solar work, since they started that new law here in California. So you're not necessarily looking for the independent consumer, but all of that helps you get those big relationships with those long-term builders with big dollar jobs going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Super cool, man. Well, Phil, thank you. Appreciate the relationship all these years. It's been awesome working with you and your team. Yeah, I love working with you guys over there and the ladies in the office. So appreciate the opportunity to continue doing business with you guys.
Yeah, likewise, Mark.
All right, my friend. Have an awesome day.
You too.